Hey guys, so my name's XP. I am a 20-year-old college student, um, studying biology at my university, but that's not what I made this video for. In reality, it's been a drag to be sure of it. Um, I was like sitting down the other day, because right now we're off for summer, as you all can tell. We're almost back to school. And well, for my summer, I've been an intern at a research lab 6 hours away from home. So it's my first time being far from home for a long period of time. So first few weeks it took a while to get used to. Um, I've been 20 for roughly 2 months already, and all I gotta say, it has really not been fun. And so I really need to update my skin here, but yeah, no, it has not been fun. I used to think being an adult or being 20 were gonna be the best years of my life, the coolest, funnest years of my life growing up. I remember being roughly like 15, 16 in high school and begging and waiting for the days that I would be in my 20s. Think, oh, freedom, you're in college, you have fun. But the past few years since I've graduated high school have really not been that fun. Family problems occurred, um, financial issues, and all that stuff. And as I've been getting older, you just kind of start realizing that growing up isn't that fun. In the 2 months I've been 20, and those same 2 months that I've been far from home and living in my own little apartment, I've kind of gotten to experience what it means to truly be an adult, and especially one that doesn't really have anyone nearby him to kind of support or spend time with. My family, my girlfriend, and everyone I know is basically bound back home while I'm a 6 hour car ride from them. The only real friends I've made are my coworkers at the lab, which they're fun, but the thing is, they're not my age. They're all older people. Yes, I love talking to them. Yes, they're really nice to me and everything, and they love giving me advice, but it's not the same compared to how it is at home. And, well, being 20 isn't that fun for me at all. Um, I really have started to lull the first few weeks when I was here. My car broke down, so I had to go to the I called my parents telling them, and I tried fixing my car myself because it's not my first time in the rodeo with that car. And my parents basically just told me it was time for me to get a new car. And so me still thinking, well, I'm young, I live with my parents. They're obviously gonna try to get me a new car and get one for me right away. But no, in reality, they told me something else. They told me that I need a new car, but in turn, I will have to get it myself. Um, I would have to go to the car dealership and go look for a car and sign all the papers myself, all by myself. And that was a very eye-opening experience, especially once I bought the car, realizing that like I'm not a kid no more. I could, in reality, do so much things. And the reason why I started this YouTube channel is to basically just kind of rant. I'm gonna mess with my settings real quick. I feel like it's too laggy. My PC's not the best, so. What is channel? I'll keep it at 5. Um, okay, that's better. Well, okay. Yeah, so I thought, holy lag. Yeah, the reason why I made this channel was because the other day I was talking to my girlfriend and she brought up YouTube channels and making YouTube videos when she was a kid. And honestly, it kind of brought me back. It reminded me that, hey, I did used to do that growing up. When me and my cousins used to make little YouTube videos together, and we would play around and like record games. I was roughly like 10 years old, thinking that we were gonna be YouTubers. But did that ever happen? No. We all kind of grew up and thought that that was cringy. I still kind of do. Uploading these videos look gonna be a little strange, but it's it's just getting used to a process. Everything's gonna be strange at first when you're doing it, but yeah. And so I hopped online and I searched up my old YouTube name, and what did I know? It popped up right there. An the only video left up by my cousin of a video of me and him playing this old game called, it was called Battlelands Royale or something. It was a mobile game that it was a mobile game that you would, honestly, it was like a knockoff Fortnite. You would just kind of just land, and it was like in like drone POV. Like it was like you were looking from like a top point of view, and you would run around and kill people. And low-key, that game was kind of fire. Um, I sent my cousin the link, and he was like, "Holy ball knowledge!" And we low-key thought we were wondering what happened to the game, but turns out it got taken down. So low-key kind of sad, but kind of funny at the same time because it makes you realize that not everything stays forever, and not everything's gonna be the same. And that's why, like, growing up kind of sucks. You realize that you're not that kid anymore. You're not. Your parents are not gonna do everything for you now. You're kind of off doing your own thing. You have to work, pay bills, make your own food. Because even then, like, as I'm over here far away from town, I have to pay for my apartment. I have to make my own food. I have to budget. I have to pay a car now. and also pay car insurance. And you know, as a 20-year-old male car owner, insurance ain't cheap if you're a male and below the age of 26. So yeah, I've taken roughly a $20,000 debt when back then, well, even a few months ago, at most I had like a $5 debt on my credit card. But maybe taking debts is what it means to be an adult sometimes. You have to take up debts that hopefully in the future you can pay off. And that's what worries me. How is my future gonna be? Am I ever gonna think back and think these were my best days? It's kind of funny. Yes, physically, I am at my healthiest. I am at my peak health that I'm ever gonna be in my lifetime. But is this really my peak? Is this really the best in life? I know that it's kind of odd for someone at such a young age to start asking these questions, but it's kind of concerning on how the world is kind of shaping itself now. Because, yes, you're physically young and healthy. Hey, baby cow. But but you don't have money. Maybe back then you could work a job and get paid $7.25 an hour, and you could afford food. With that 1 hour work, you could afford food and going out. But nowadays, you not even with like an hour work, you could afford a Chick-fil-A sandwich. Prices are going up, wages are not going up either, or are not going up with it. And it's kind of concerning because is there a future for my generation? Am I going to be able to pursue my dream career at the rate that this is going? Because not only that, I come from a low-income family. I'm a first generation um college student, so it's kind of it's kind of tough, and so it's scary because there's no one paving the path for me. It's really kind of me, and I don't know. It's odd getting older. Okay, I feel like this render distance is way too low because I'm so used to not recording and playing at the same time. Pick it up to at least 8. 8 should be fine. That's better. Yeah, it's not the best, but it works. But let me look for a cave now. I'm looking to get stone. I've been like running around yapping to you guys, but it's kind of true. It's very weird being 20 because you don't have all the benefits of being an adult, but at the same time, you don't have the money, you have all the responsibilities, but you don't got the money or any of that. The perks in reality of adulthood. And as I was saying, that debt from the card that I have now is low-key scary because it's such a big number. And I'm such a nerd in terms of I'm able to do a ton of math in my head. And just seeing that number and calculating how long it's taking me to pay, if I pay this, if my next paychecks are going to be enough to cover, it scares me because it's such a big number that I need to bring down. using $20,000. I made my first payment roughly like a week ago, and even though I paid it, it's still stressing me out. And growing up, I never saw that in adulthood. I never really saw that. I never like really understood it. I never really understood why my parents were always so stressed about paying bills or about paying that or about debt or about loans. It was never an idea for me in first. But as I've gotten older, I've kind of realized that this is the feeling my parents felt of not being secure, but at the same time needing to pay the bills. Because, well, I'm from Texas. Our our infrastructure is not walkable at all. So I need a car to move around. I need a car to go to work. I need a car to go to school. It's not really like that I don't need it, and no, in reality I do need it because the infrastructure is not there for me to walk to work or walk to school. I would, in reality, have a heat stroke if I even tried. And so it really sucks. So being 20 has not been fun. And would I say I would want to go back to how it was back in high school and oblivious to yes and no, because yes, being 20 sucks, but at the same time, I've learned so much, not only in nerdy stuff like biology and chemistry, but in life in general. I've met so much new people, made so much new connections that I never thought I would be doing cancer research at a top world-leading place. It's really cool because I've learned so much, and my mentor, she's been an amazing person. Holy, this is a oh, I forgot this was the new update, the Sulfur Cave. This is actually my first time playing in VMAP, so it's looking good. I'll check it out right now. Okay, higher numbers. Yeah, it's been in terms of learning and all that, I've become rich in my knowledge of stuff. But in terms of becoming rich, I've just got more poor, which is kind of funny, but it makes sense. The career path I want to go into, honestly, requires me getting so much debt, and honestly, it just shocks me at like such a young age I would have to bring down X amount of years. And that's why maybe getting this card game, because this card game used to kind of scare me, and it still scares me right now, but it was scary because I wasn't expecting myself to go into debt so early, because I do want to pursue grad school. I want to learn more. I've always thought about kind of growing older as you just learn more. And that's what life is all about, learning and adapting, taking what you learned and applying it to your life. And maybe some things you learn might be wrong, but you honestly just adapt. You take you take new skills that you learn in your daily life. Holy, that scared me. And you just apply it to other things. And it's just very shocking that I could say that I've been around on this earth for 2 decades. That's 2 times 10. Oh wow. A luscious cave egg sulfur. I was not expecting that. Um, 2 whole decades. 1/5. Well, that, no, I'm not gonna live up to 100. More like average age right now is 8. Um, 1/4 of my life has already flown by, and there's still another 60 years minimum that I have left on this earth. Yes, right now that death might seem like so much, but maybe in the future it might not be. Maybe this car, which like a Honda, might last me another, may last me 10 to 20 years. Maybe it's just an investment, but it's still scary, especially to me right now. My internship ends in like a week, and so I'll be heading back home, and my paychecks will stop for roughly like a month, and I would have to, I will have to, well, kind of budget myself for the next month until I start college and start working again, because my job is on campus. Because I used to have other jobs that were off campus, and yes, they were flexible with my schedule, compared but compared to how it is working on campus, it looks so much better. Just because I could get out of class and just go to work instead of going out of class, going home, changing, and then going to going to my other job. At the same time, at work, I work 2 jobs on campus, which is either being a tutor for chemistry or working as a research assistant conducting cancer research. This internship um was actually just an amazing opportunity for me to come and learn new techniques. So a ton of the new techniques they taught me only PhDs and PhD students and master students really know. Like, you won't expect an undergrad student to really be doing what I've been doing the past 2 months. And so it's been an awesome opportunity to be here. But it's also been scary. I hate growing up. Sometimes, like, I wish I could just be that kid again, just chilling in my bedroom and just vibing, playing Minecraft or Fortnite or Roblox all day long. But I have to get out of bed at 8 in the morning and oh oh wait um get out of bed and just go to work because I have to pay the bills now. How I hate being 20, but let me just get this last bit of iron and I'll probably call it a day. Oh, wait, let me kill this switch. Okay, probably call it a day. Oh, wait, no, get away. Let me go up here. Quickly. Why is there so many zombies? Ah, nope. It, oh my gosh, there's nowhere to hide when I push my love aside. Okay, my god, I'm so paranoid now. There. So I'll call it a day, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'm gonna see if I could try posting more videos whenever I have time. Kind of ranting. I plan to rant and also just kind of maybe even post like stories, Reddit stories or something. But I'll catch you on the other side, guys. Peace.